in the kitchen with Pen, and if you've watched my previous shopping video you'll see that I picked up this streaky bacon slices. Wow, they're not actually what I wanted, so I'm going to have to make do amend. They're more like belly pork, but I can only work with what I've got. So if you come on down you'll get an idea of what I'm doing. Now I'm going to tell you. On a salad, do you like the crispy bacon bits? We do, but they are quite difficult to get hold of. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my own, touch wood, crispy bacon bits. So come on down and have a look. We've got the the bacon rashers. I've had a go at cutting them into two and it's nigh on impossible. Steve's had a go and he agrees it is virtually impossible to do. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to chop the bacon. Here's one that I haven't chopped in half. I'm just going to cut it into fairly thin strips, and then I'm going to cut it into pieces so that I'm going to have little bits of bacon, well, they're virtually falling apart, like so. So I'm going to carry on with this and then I'll bring you back. Right, that's all the bacon cut into fairly small dice. Now the fat will all render down and that's what I want. So you come on over to the stove and see the next step. Got a cold pan on the hob and all I'm going to do is pop the bacon into the cold pan. It's on a medium heat and we are just going to leave it and let it render. That's all we're doing. Trying to get it in so that it's all laying on the bottom of the pan. If you've got a cast iron pan, do it in that. I have, but felt a bit lazy and couldn't be bothered to get it out of the cupboard really, if I'm honest. So we're just going to leave that doing its thing. Just going to wash my hands. As it starts to render and you see the fat coming out, you can move it around, but this is something you don't want to rush. We want these bacon bits to be lovely and crispy, and of course any fat that does render out we can keep and use for cooking, so it's a win-win. Nothing's happening, we'll be back. Here it's starting to sizzle now, and if you look closely enough you can see some of the fat is indeed starting to render out. We are about 5 minutes in now and we're still rendering, so we're just going to keep going because we want it lovely and crispy, remember? My crispy bacon bits are done and it really wasn't the right thing to use. I should have just gone and got some streaky bacon, but I've done it. That's the amount of, you can't really see, of fat that came out of it. I'll use that when I'm making pork or something and it'll be lovely. And here are the bits. They're a bit darker than I'd want, but I mean I hope you could hear that. They certainly are crispy. And what these are good for is sprinkling on top of salads, on top of jacket potatoes, and they'll just add that little, I'm just going to taste one, saltiness, that's the word, saltiness and a crunch. So that's how you make crispy bacon bits, but listen to me, do as I say, not as I do. Buy streaky bacon and cut it. This is probably just a little bit too thick. Still tastes good though. So thank you for watching this edition of In the Kitchen with Pen. If you've liked it, give us a thumbs up. Any comments, write them down below, and I shall see you again very soon in the kitchen with Pen. Bye bye. Thank you for watching this edition of In the Kitchen with Pen and
Steve.
If you like what we do and would like to subscribe, click this icon.
And if you'd like to see more of what we do, click this icon.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again very soon in the kitchen with Pen
And Steve.
Bye.
Keep cooking. And cut!